Hi, welcome to New Life Whisperer. I'm Lucas Kacharos, and today's episode we're going to talk about success. The six most important elements to be able to enjoy success. Success is not a very easy thing, and it comes basically from us. What do we justify as success? What do we think is success? And normally those things come from our upbringing. So when you go out there, you see all these amazing human beings creating things. They're either doing it because they had the upbringing where they were moving towards that, or they had the upbringing that they've been victimized, they've been put down, and as a result of that, they decided that enough is enough. When I grow up, I'm gonna become someone powerful, someone successful, and therefore that has become their motivation. So, either one way, people are going into that specific area where they had the family surrounding, they had the learnings, the teachings, or we see amazing human beings like Oprah Winfrey where they didn't have that, but they had this drive within them. And I believe the drive is the most important thing. But how do you get into the drive? How do you get into that space where you can actually create things? And I've put together those 6 S's for success. Those 6 S's come from different speakers, from amazing human beings, from billionaires, and of course from motivational speakers. So the first thing that I would like to talk to you about is strategy. So what is your strategy? How do you plan to go ahead in life and achieve something? Others just go for it. They just put a target, they see it, and they just do whatever it's necessary for them to achieve it. And they do achieve it because when you have this vision, this tunnel vision, there's nothing to stop you. It's so important to get there though, So that strategy is very, very important. So how do you get this strategy? How do you get there? What is that you need to do to be able to get there? So strategy is very important. I'm not very good at this. So when I'm not very good at this, what I do is I do a mind map. So I put my target, whatever that is, and from the target, I put around different ways to achieve it and different ways that I can actually, what I can avoid doing or or who can actually help me out with that. So there's different ways of going somewhere. There's different ways of achieving this goal that you've got. Strategy is number 1, and that's my method of mind map. So put it down, apply every knowledge you've got, add it into the topic, and start categorize 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what you know, what you don't know. So therefore, what you don't know, go out there, reach out and find it. Now, in the time of information where we all go into the internet, there's so much information out there. So go out there and search. And don't hesitate to reach out. There are other human beings who have been there, who have done it, and they're there to help you. Some of them are very pricey, some of them are not so pricey, but what is it worth it, really? If you spend $3,000 for a course, for instance, or for a mentor, or for someone who understands how to help you, and you can achieve $10,000. It's not like a $7,000 gain. I know it's not $10 million, but that's how you start. So strategy is number 1. Story, your story. What's your story? What do you say to yourself? That's a very, very big one. We victimize ourselves sometimes. We think we're not good enough. We think we're not worthy enough. And that story that we said in our head becomes our reality. And Tony Robbins said it very well, that it's so important to create a very good story within you. So if you keep having this self-talk where it's holding you back, then how can you possibly go forward? It's not possible, is it? So try to get your story right. You are amazing, you are capable, you came to this planet for a beautiful dream, for a beautiful path in life, and you deserve it. So it's very important to get into your head and get your story right. If your story is not right, the outcome will never be right. We are what we create as long as we can actually do something with our story. So very, very important. The state that we're at, what's the state of your being? When I say state of your being, I mean, what's your state? How do you do your life? Do you exercise? Do you stay healthy? Do you eat well? Do you associate with people that they have achieved things in life? Or they just motivate you? They don't have to achieve anything. Like a good friend who is, homeless, just say, as long as he can support you in the sense of push you forward, then you say thank you and move forward. It's very, very important to have this good state, this state of creation. But to be able to get where you want to get, you must create this state. It's not going to happen on its own. It's so difficult for so many people to actually create a healthy body, for instance, a healthy mind. It takes constant work. You have to do the work. If you don't do the work, if you don't take the action, no matter what the plan is, no matter how capable you are, and how gifted you are, and how talented you are, and all the studies you've done, if you don't have this nice, good state of mind, you will never be able to achieve it. And some of them will achieve things, some of us will achieve other things, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to get where our heart desires. So it's very, very important. Another thing is support. Support is my input into this. Support is because I believe that you cannot achieve anything in life without the right support. You need to have the right people around you. Now, no matter what others are saying, if they say the slightest little bad thing about what you're trying to achieve, trust me, you will never be able to achieve it. So don't destroy your dreams by listening to others. Try to get into a space where you have support from other human beings. Very, very important. Get the support. The next one is self-love. How do you love yourself dictates how are you going to love what you're doing. Do you hear that? Let me say it again. How do you love yourself will dictate how are you going to love what you're doing. It's so important. How can I love you if I cannot love myself? How can I love my hand if I cannot love, how can I love your hand if I cannot love this? How can I love what I do if I don't love me? How can I love anything around me if I don't love me? So self-love, do things for yourselves. Do things that it will encourage you to be able to have a beautiful life. Self-love, gratitude, the number one priority, no matter what you do in life. Number one. And the last thing is become a Superman. Yep. Or a Superwoman. That's right. You all have the ability to become super in something. So what is your super ability? Grab it and work with it. You have the ability to become an amazing human being, right? Follow all of them. Become a Superman. Get the right support. Get your story right. Get the right strategy. Get in a good state and self-love. That's all you have to do. Love you and live you. Lucas Katsaros from New Life Whisperer. Have fun.